The liberal policies in the sanctuary states led by liberal Democrats like California, New Jersey, New York, are setting those states into ruin at an alarming rate. Legal residents of those states, the taxpayers, are being forced to pay for the cost of living of these illegal immigrants. And as a result, the money that's supposed to go into maintaining and improving those states is being siphoned away for the benefit of the illegal immigrants. So the people in those states are being forced to pay for the education, the health care, the housing, food, in cell phone services, the Obama phone, which I thought was a joke until I found out it was real. It's a very bad situation, and the people who are stuck in those states realize they've been shafted by these politicians who benefit from the illegal vote and who live well off in their fortified houses or mansions with high security fences or walls. And the people in the middle class and upper class are leaving those states at high numbers to more conservative states like Texas, Florida, Georgia. And they want to try to force these liberal policies onto the rest of the country to help improve the country. No, they know better than that. They know what they're doing, and it's the ignorance that they're preying upon. Check out these clips and wise up. Thank you.
Why isn't this a major story nationwide? $4 gas in the state with the highest poverty rate in the nation. Yeah, I'm talking about California, where the average price of a gallon of gas is $4.18, and close to 1 person in 5 lives in poverty. Wouldn't you think that such a progressive state would do something about the outrageous cost of a fill-up for its millions of poor people? It should be headline news, but it's not. And that's because the media is in lockstep with the Democrats who've run California for a generation. Progressive failures are rarely acknowledged. Just imagine you're living in California. Oh, no, not among the coastal elite. No, you're one of the 7 million poor people in the Golden State. A 15-gallon fill-up, that's what it normally is, about 15 gallons, would cost you $62 in California. The rest of the country pays maybe $20 less per fill-up, and it's $30 less per fill-up in states like South Carolina. In California, the very high cost of just getting around really hurts the poor, even though the Democrats are supposed to be helping the poor. Now look at the other end of the scale. Oh, the rich. They face the highest income tax rates in California anywhere. The top rate is over 13%, on top of federal taxes. And of course, under the new tax law, those state tax payments are no longer deductible. No wonder the rich are leaving. But it begs the question, how come the state with the highest taxes has the highest poverty rate? The Democrats running for president tell us that if we raise taxes even more, we would reduce income inequality. That hasn't worked in California, has it? It's often said that the states are a laboratory for ideas. Try something here, and if it works, use it elsewhere, someplace else. With $4 gas, super high taxes, and 7 million people in poverty, the California plan is not working, and it's time the media stopped covering it up. The third hour of Varney and Company is about to begin.
As California struggles under the radical left-wing policies of Governor Gavin Newsom, many residents say they've had enough. One America's Pearson Sharp explains why Californians are taking steps to have Newsom recalled from office.
California Governor Gavin Newsom's disastrous policies are leaving many Californians with a serious case of buyer's remorse. The Golden State's latest governor is quickly making a name for himself as an enemy of businesses and residents, and an ally of illegal aliens and criminals. Once he became governor, Gavin rejected massive pushback from voters and doubled down on his leftist immigration policies, declaring that California was officially a sanctuary state. But the governor took his sanctuary policy a step further, and when President Trump sent troops down to protect California's border, Gavin pulled them away and put them on other duties. Beginning this summer, Gavin generously expanded California's healthcare program to cover 100,000 illegal aliens at a cost of over $100 million to taxpayers. And over 70% of these aliens will end up on welfare. Currently, Californians spend more than $30 billion a year just supporting illegal aliens. But while Gavin is spending billions on illegals, 1/3 of all the people on welfare in the entire United States are in California. And 1 out of 4 people in the state is below the poverty line. And in another blow that hits struggling residents hardest, a new tax on gas and vehicle registration puts California's gas a full $1 higher than the national average, taking $5.4 billion out of hardworking families' pocketbooks every year. But Gavin already has a proven track record of ignoring the will of the voters. While California's residents voted to not only support the death penalty, but speed it up, Gavin dismissed their vote with an executive order and instead granted a reprieve to 737 gang members, mass murderers, rapists, and other violent criminals. As a result, a growing number of Californians are pushing to have the governor recalled. Aaron Cruz, CEO of RAN Action Fund and the lead proponent for recalling Gavin Newsom, has launched a petition to recall the governor, which has officially been approved by the California Secretary of State. For residents interested in signing the petition, Cruz urges them to visit the website www.recallgavinnow.com. Once there, any registered voter can print out a copy of the petition on an 8.5 by 14-inch legal paper, fill out all sections on the form, mail it to the address on your screen, or leave it at an approved drop-off location. Cruz says that while the window to recall the governor is now open, Californians will have to act fast. The deadline to collect at least 1.5 million signatures is February 15th of next year. After the deadline, the signatures will be certified, an election will be held, and if a new candidate is elected, Newsom will be forced to resign. With less than a year under his belt as California's newest governor, Gavin Newsom is creating a legacy of putting his own agenda ahead of the state and federal laws, as well as California's voters. That's why Californians are finally sending him a message loud and clear. It's time to get out.